Hello students, coming to the next point, that is a transmission impairment. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn about transmission impairment. Then we will describe what the transmission impairment is, and also we have to discuss the causes of transmission impairment with the help of some examples and diagrams. Okay, so let us see what is transmission impairment. So usually in data communication system, we already discussed the signals. Okay, so in the previous video, we already learned about signals. There are two types of signals, that is analog and digital signals. These signals always go through the transmission medium. Okay, but the signals sent through the transmission medium are not perfect always, because due to some disturbance the data or the quality of the signals may be degraded, which means that signals that are transmitted by the sender are not the same as the signals that are received by the receiver. So simply we can say that the message which is sent is not what is received. Okay, so let us describe what is transmission impairment. Okay, so in communication system, the analog signals travel through transmission medium is always transmitted in the form of electromagnetic waves. Okay, so the transmission medium is not always the perfect one. So this imperfection causes signal impairment, which means that the received signal is not same as the signal that was sent. Okay, so let us define what is transmission impairment. When one signal is transmitted from one device to another device, the signal quality may be lost, or it loses its shape or form. Okay, so let us explain. So when we use the term transmission impairment, when a signal transmitted from one medium to other medium. So listen carefully. When a signal transmit from one medium to other, the signal that is received by the receiver, okay, the signal that is received by the receiver may differ from what the signal actually sent by the sender. Okay, so the difference causes the transmission impairment. So why we signals may be differ? So due to some imperfections, okay, due to some disturbance or due to various imperfections, this impairment may be done. That means may be taken place. Okay, so this is the definition for transmission impairment. Now let us define what are the consequences of the transmission impairment. Okay, so here the consequences means loss. Okay, so for the consequence may be done in two different forms, for analog signal as well as digital signal. For analog signal, the consequence may be that it degrade the quality of the signal. Okay, so usually the analog signal transmitted in an electromagnetic waves, the quality of the signals may be degrade. Degrade means reducing the quality. Okay, so upgrade means in a higher manner. So degrade means it reduce the quality of the signal. So this is a consequence for analog signal. Next we see the consequences for digital signal. So it is simply it lost some bits. Okay, so in a digital signal, we already know that a digital signal is composed of zeros and ones. For example, these bits, okay, the zeros and bits can be lost. So this is called a bit error. Okay, so there may occur some bit errors in digital signal. So these are the two consequences for analog as well as digital signal. For analog signal, it degrade the quality of signal, and the digital signal, it produce the bit error. Okay, so next we see the what are the causes of impairment. Okay, so why these transmission impairment taken place? There are three causes. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss about three main causes of impairment. Okay, so the most significant impairment includes, the first one is attenuation. the first impairment. Okay, the first causes of impairment is attenuation, second distortion. Okay, so attenuation, distortion and noise. Okay, now let us see the first one, that is attenuation. Okay, so let us see what is attenuation. Attenuation, so attenuation means it refers to loss of energy. Okay, so simply we can say that attenuation means a loss of energy. Okay, so it refers to loss of energy, or we can say that a weaker signal. Okay, attenuation means it weak the power of signal, it reduce the strength of the signal. Okay, so whenever a signal transmitted through one medium to another medium, it loses its energy. Okay, so losing energy is the major problem here. The attenuation do the loss of energy in the signal. Okay, so now let us draw one diagram, so then we see how it works. Okay, we can attenuation usually overcome by the resistance of the medium. Okay, so now I am going to draw a diagram. So this is a sine wave, that is analog signal. Okay, so this signal is sent by the sender. So on the other side we have a receiver. So the signal is going to reduce its loss due to attenuation.